Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The sun is going down over the Carpathians, and it's a beautiful spring evening. Today we're going to talk about what I think are my 10 favourite songs for travelling. Because for me, travelling is the essence of freedom. The ability to just move across this beautiful earth and experience it, its sights, its cultures, its wildlife, its landscapes. And now it's not as easy as it used to be. Now in some ways I guess I still am a traveller, I never went home. But in other ways I've become more fixed. But anyone who has the opportunity or the will, do it. There's an excellent film starring Martin Sheen called The Way. It's a good film. It's about a famous walk in Spain. But the most important part is the end scene. The end scene really sums up travelling, the mentality of travelling. When I look back over my life, the places I've been and the things I've done, I think about fishing for barracuda off of Key West, Florida, about seeing the two previously tallest towers in the world in Kuala Lumpur, about walking across the Negev desert in Israel with an Azerbaijani, about getting drunk on Bondi Beach in Australia, or about lying on a bed in the boiling midday heat in Fez, Morocco, with a ceiling fan just creaking round and round above me like in Apocalypse Now. So today, my 10 favourite songs for travelling. I really should include, again, Led Zeppelin's Ramble On, but, I've already used that. I think I could squeeze that in just about anywhere. Number 10, Muse, Free Me From This World. Again, it's a Muse song. This song could also be about freedom, but for me it's more about when you travel and you see the world's really not what you thought it was. The planet is overrun and everything is owned. There's no space left for you and me. It's not strictly true, and it's in our hands to change it, but be aware when you travel. Seeing goats eating black bin bags on a rubbish tip in many, many different countries, and then people eat the goats. Number 9, Woody Guthrie. Now there's a few songs I could have used from Woody Guthrie. I chose I Ain't Got No Home in This World Anymore. And he and a few other of these artists, they came from a period where it was quite normal to get on a train, literally the back of a train or in one of the carriages, and just hobo your way across the country, working in different places. It was from a different time period. Some people still do this, but I think following the Great Depression, this became the norm. And as we're facing another Great Depression, it may become the norm again. Number 8, Men at Work's Down Under. Right, you might think this is a strange choice, but firstly, it is a song about travelling all over the world. And I also chose it because when you do travel all over the world, even to the most obscure places on the planet, you will meet Australians and New Zealanders and South Africans and Dutch. But you do meet Australians wherever you go, and quite often you'll meet the same ones. Men at Work really sums this up. And as for the Vegemite sandwich bit, I remember arriving in Sydney, massively jet lagged. My body clock woke me up at 1 or 2 in the morning, all fresh and ready to go. And the hotel we were staying in, a small hotel, everything was closed. But they had a kettle and a toaster and a cupboard full of sliced white bread and little packets of Vegemite, what we call Marmite in the UK. Yeah, a Vegemite sandwich. Number 7. This was actually suggested to me. Lee Marvin's Born Under a Wandering Star. I remember this from many, many years ago. Born Under a Wandering Star. Number 6. I was so happy when Fallout 4 used this as their theme tune. Dion's The Wanderer. I really, really like that song. I really, really do. If you get a chance, watch the video of Dion singing it with, these 97 people on a small stage. Number 5, again, a sort of from the same period as Woody Guthrie, Hank Williams Sr., Ramblin' Man. This has been covered so many times, this song, by different artists, but it's Hank Williams Sr.'s song. Number 4, this is a song I used to hear a lot when I was very, very small because my parents loved them. Canned Heat's On the Road Again. Very unique voice. Very, very unique. Number 3, the man who basically invented the road trip, the beatnik Jack Kerouac, On the Road. Now, personally, I prefer it sung by Tom Waits because, Tom Waits is the Charles Bukowski of the music world, and he fits the sort of beatnik ideal. Number 2, it wouldn't be a list about travel if it didn't include AC/DC's Highway to Hell. The number of times I've been driving across different countries 2, 3 in the morning listening to this. I think this song has accompanied me on many, many of my long drives. And finally, number 1, because of my cultural origins, the Dubliners' Wild Rover. The lyrics are very sort of idealistic, but the Wild Rover is one of those songs you can sing in bars all over the world, and people know the lyrics too. Absolutely fantastic song. Remember, we only live in this form once, and there's an amazing planet out there. Self-reliance and freedom start with yourself, and in order to really know yourself, spend time in nature, but get to know the world which you are part of. And to do this, you need to travel. Now, I know there's lots of ridiculous restrictions at the moment, and all this nonsense about vaccine passports and green passports. But whatever way you manage to do it, travel. Have a listen to these songs, watch videos if you can, and set yourself a goal of visiting a new place. As always, be free.